Oh, can we can we move on? Like, are you okay? Like, this is a video game, right? And I'm like,
wiping the tears off her, like, okay.
That's exactly what happened. Leo.
Really?
That's exactly what happened. My tears hitting her in the face, and she's like, all right, Brando, can we stop this shit? What the hell? You know?
So we go from the dramatic to, I think, one of the things that also people love about Dom isn't just in the campaign and in the story, but he has some of the best multiplayer lines out there. How much of that is you, and, like, how much of that is, like, ad-libbed and, like, on the fly, and, like, how do you find the, like,
I think a lot of it, the squad, Delta Squad, and Not For Nothing, you know, Liam McIntyre and Laura, and, you know, the new guys, Dell, everybody that's there, they've got a real talent for casting, and I'm not talking about myself, because I got cast a long time ago. Everybody that's involved, they've got good sense of humor. You can see it on their social media.
Oh, yeah.
They come ready to go, and not for nothing, they're also a generation of gamers.
Yep.
So they get it. They don't go, you know, if it says I'll take that for ammo, they're multiplayer. They're not going to go, I'll take that, you know, because that, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. But we're all ready to go, I'll take that,
Yeah,
you know, and it becomes a thing. I mean, I was just talking to some of the fans here in Mexico. See, bringing it right back to
me. Yeah, I know. Well done.
And I was out. I'm really good at this. And so we just leave. So the fans, I would love that. No, so the fans were talking to me about the game, and they wanted to hear some iconic lines, you know, and iconic to them, you know. And I was like, you know, I love saying anything is Dom, and but the one that they didn't expect, I think, and it's always fun for me. And for those of you out there that know, everybody knows sup bitches, chit chat, you know, take cover, I'll take that. But the one that I think is funny, because it reminds me of this being all so new and wonderful, is revive me, revive me.
Oh yeah, the little like revive me train.
Yes, because everybody thinks about, you know, what 10 years ago was called deadweight Dom. It was like, why is he over there? What the fuck? I want to move forward.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
But we sorted that out. So,
obviously, Gears 3, you thought this is the end of Dom, like at least for anything that goes forward.
Yeah.
And then one day you receive the call, like, hey, we're going to do a prologue in Gears 4. And we'd like you to come
that's the way you want to tell the story, sure.
I'm not trying to say it happened that way, but how was it to have the opportunity to come into the new generation of Gears?
Well,
oh, sorry, I've caught you.
It's okay. Don't hurt my shit, man. All right. So, Gears 4. I was thrilled. I think it's exciting to tell. There's a lot of stories to tell, you know, in this universe, especially for someone like me that's a black card carrying geek that reads all the comics, reads all the books, is obsessive about lore and all my passions. And, you know, I really do love the universe of Gears. So any opportunity to bring the band back together, I was in. I wanted to do something special, and the idea of a prologue was really exciting. And not for nothing, we worked really hard to get it right, to get it to where it got. There were all these incarnations, a lot of discussions, and it's very, you know, the Coalition wrote the book on collaboration. I've said that many times. Rod Ferguson is an incredibly generous producer. He does talk to us about what we think about it, what we're going to try to do. I you know, things that were pitched and you know, did end up being on the screen. I thought it was really cool to start the game, you know, seeing your man Santiago again.
Yeah.
I thought it was amazing. You know, I mean, people have asked me before, like, you know, step back to 3. They're like, what'd you think about the scene, you know, the death scene? And I said, you know, for an actor, it's a thrill to be able to have that kind of a full arc and this, that. And, of course, to be totally real with the fans, I go, I think it happened a little early in the game, but I mean, you know, because I like being involved. And Gears 4 was an opportunity to be involved in the story, in the lore. And, you know, I'm pretty thrilled that we get on board with Kate's story and, you know, JD and Dell's, and it felt like Gears, and I like to be a part of that.
So I've got a question for you. This is one, and fans at home in the chat, let us tell us what you think, and John, please tell us like what you see most in chat, or Grex could tell John. Bearded Dom, Gears 3 style, or OG Dom, Gears 1 style? If you had to pick one, which would you be?
OG.
OG?
Because I grew the Gears, I grew the Dom beard to promote 3, and it was, I mean, I have a lot of respect for anybody that is growing a beard, because it was the biggest pain in my ass ever. Like to get it to look like Gears 3 beard, I was like, I don't know where Dom finds the time to really have it look that good.
Well, there's downtime when you're playing the locust.
Working on tomatoes and then just I really need to bring my line up here.
I mean, he was a dirty hippie. I think we can agree. I've just offended every Gears fan.
I know. I was like, pump the brakes. But no, I love the classic look of Dom, and you watch just how good I can be. But I mean, if I have to pick one, I would say Gears 4 Dom's look is probably my favorite. I actually really do love the Asphalt look. A lot. I like the idea of a young Dom with all the energy and the enthusiasm to make things right and save some lives. I mean, I've said that the Santiago family. If you read for those of you that read Asphalt Fields, I've always considered the Santiago story a metaphor for military families that give everything, literally, metaphorically, and it starts somewhere. That enthusiasm. It's not like like in a video game mindset. I just want to go kill people or kill monsters. Yeah. It's the idea about doing good and saving lives. Not taking lives and figuring out who the good guys really are, who the bad guys really are. All that stuff is really fun and visceral. And I think the campaign always adds to the experience. Esports. Bringing it right back. Look at that.
I was about to segue to that too.
Yeah, esports.
Ruining my segues.
Esports. Sorry.
By improving them.
Esports is a perfect representation of all this time that we've invested for the people that have been around from the beginning. That read the comics, have action figures or pop figures at their home. Get a Dom pop figure. They're very, very rare. It's cool that esports is just fueling that passion that you get from getting to know all these people, getting to know the Santiagos, getting to know Baird's sense of humor or lack, and just it's a cool thing to be. It's a cool thing to be. It's good to be Dom.
Yeah. So for any of you who don't know, Carlos will actually be presenting all weekend right here at the Mexico City Open.
He's going to be our floor host.
You're going to see any floor content is going to be coming from the man himself. So make sure you don't miss it. We're going to be here all weekend. I think how are we doing for time on?
I think we need to wind her up.
Oh, we need to wind her up.
We got to roll up. We got to pack a house.
John, did we get any questions from Grex from the chat? Anything to pass through? I'm sure we did.
Those of you can't see that the reaction to. Do you have any questions? Nope.
Nope. Grex is the admin for us.
I know. It was the enthusiasm.
I'm voting on Grex.
Oh well, I mean, I know I can say, like, for me, I definitely appreciate you stopping by.
No, thanks for having me.
It's been amazing to have you on here.
It's been a ton of fun. And we'll be seeing you all weekend. Tune in to watch the broadcast. You'll be seeing Carlos.
Be all around the floor.
On the floor doing side interviews and stuff like that. And is there anything you want to leave with the audience with?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. You expect some bitches, but I will say, running away won't help. I'll just shoot you in your asses.
I remember that line so well for Gears 2.
All right, well, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for coming here. And, John, if we can just roll the Gears 5 cinematic trailer, and we'll be right back after that with some new guests and some new stuff, so stay tuned.
Something's happening to me. For months now, I've been having these dreams. Nightmares. But I think they were messages.
Games play best on Xbox One. No. Kate, you can't see this. You don't want to see this. Kate? I'm sorry. Thanks for coming here. Of course.
Can I recommend we maybe get these people out of here?
Hey, just slow down.
No, Foz is right. We need to move.
What are you talking? He's dead, man. Give her a minute.
She'll get her minute in the Raven.
What the hell is wrong with you? No, we need to leave.
I'm not going.
Excuse me?
For months now, I've been having these dreams. Nightmares. But I think they were messages. Something's happening to me.
It's your grandmother's?
Enough. We'll deal with this later. Foz, round these people up.
I need help.
There's a place up north. I think we can find you answers there.
No. Absolutely not. We have orders.
You'll go with me.
God damn it.
Hey, man.
Listen.
I'll go. Look, if you're missing, Jen will notice. Okay?
Sí,
I'll
sí.
jack the coordinates. No,
Compartir mi correo, mi correo, mi contraseña, nada
that
más
is a
mi correo.
direct order.
Digo, metido y no te conozco realmente,
Screw your order.
eres famoso.
This isn't
Ah,
about you. It's about me.
a lo mejor doy mi correo y
I need to
mi
fix
contraseña.
this.
Hey, watch her. Her necklace?
Creo que te voy a dar algo.
Yes, so.
Me aparezco en.
She would never be our enemy by choice. I know that. Because she would die for us. I
Como
know
es lo
that.
mismo que se apareciera en.
But what if it's not her choice?
Si me envías también contraseña, pues sí tendré que dar la contraseña. Es la misma que aparece para entrar. Hasta ahorita no he escuchado que sea así.
Where are we going?
Back to where it all
Pueden pasar
began.
cosas. No vale. Yo ya te mandé una solicitud de amistad. En Twitter, la verdad, no sé cómo compartir páginas. Si tuvieras Facebook, grupo de como tipo Steam, oiga, ya están llegando tal llamada de lo
Hey.
Why did you come here with me? What did JD tell you?
This is a wild game of survival.
play
I can hear
best
you, like,
on
in real
Xbox
life.
One.
Hey, everybody. Sorry, you probably heard us a little bit. I was like, it's on mics, and I was like, oh, Liam, am I was like, shut up, please.
Oh, well, whatever. So, as I was talking about, Liam and I are repping our new passion.
Yes. So this is a big shout out to Glitch Gear. We should probably stand up with these.
There we go.
So Glitch Gear do a bunch of like event-specific merch. So this is the.
That was the creepiest hand lingering.
I thought you were trying to move this out of the way so people could see it, and
I'll tell you what, that's exactly what I was trying to do.
thank you. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, like, this is already gift, right? It's over. But if you can see it, so I'm a little bit out of frame. So this is one of the ones, and then if you want to stand up, you've also got the Nasher one. These are super awesome. They're Mexico themed. If you want one for yourself,
Oh, he's
you
got
can
the
actually
Nasher
grab them.
Can you hear me now? Up?
Yeah, like on Glitch Gear. What is going on?
I don't know. He's telling me to
Sorry.
bring my mic up. I can't change the volume of my mic. I don't understand.
Oh, okay. Give us a second, everybody. We're going to fix some tech issues and be right back. You switch back to the announce trailer.
He's like, all he's doing is this. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like I can't hear you through
You
your
can't
mic.
hear me?
Something's happening to me. For months now, I've been having these dreams. Nightmares. But I think they were messages.
It's your grandmother's. There's a place up north. I think we can find you answers there.
These people make gears.
Hi, sorry, we're back. This is the fun of doing tech streaming on the road. Dana, do you want to speak?
Oh, yes. Hello, can you guys hear me now?
Okay.
Okay,
I
we good?
presume so.
Okay, cool. So, we have the Nasher. I can show you right here. The Nasher hoodie with the Mexico stuff on it. It's great. On the Glitch, Liam's got this one. And then our new Hot Topic one, which Ryan is modeling, camo, and it's got the Nasher on
I love that one. It's so cool.
It's pretty cool.
Not Hot Topic,
Oh,
it's
not
a
Hot
coin.
Topic. Oh, sorry, Insert Coin. Hot Topic was the Omen from U3. Anyways, Insert Coin, Glitch, you can buy them online, so even if you're not at Mexico City, you can get these.
Yeah, and big shout out to the Glitch crew. They're always doing really cool stuff for merch at every esports event we do, pretty much.
Yeah.
And like we said, we can get them online. They're limited, more limited stock when it's the event-specific stuff.
No.
So if you do want to rock this kind of Omen, and it's really cool because they've got like within the Omen, it's got like the locust symbol, a Nasher, the UIR symbol.
Yeah.
Like it's so much cool stuff on here. If
I
you
know.
want this, or you want the kind of classic
it's
esports
got-
Nasher. Oh yeah, it's two-toned for the
Yeah.
first time. Yeah. So yeah.
These are good. I pick them up, and they will sell out. So, get them.
So, obviously, we have a new guest.
No,
and
it's
we switched
already
seats
normal.
with us, but Mr. No Zero has obviously joined us.
Man needs no introduction.
So, we are going to
I
be...
do appreciate them though.
Yes.
Pero sí lleva las cartas de explorador.
Gears,
A full.
with you guys. So,
Como
if
lo
you
que
want to play, message TC Space Octus on Xbox Lives. Thanks for bearing with us. There was a few little issues, and we had to get those fixed. But in the meantime, Dana and Node are going to have plenty to talk about.
No,
If
es
you
que
have
la
any
de Nasher no nos
questions,
sirve aquí porque no vas a matar, tú más vas a recoger energía.
Twitch and Mixer chat are now visible to us, so
Mira, de a ver, déjale ir.
go there. And just a heads up that live.gearswall.com
Sí, no me importa, pero lo que yo te doy a entender, que te digo luego al inicio.
A little birdie told me that in about
Debes llevar
20 minutes,
velocidad de
there might
carga,
be
no,
some quests opening up,
distancia
for
recogida.
weapon skin, so
Bird told you.
yeah, okay.
Distancia recogida,
He's like Dr.
bonificación de
Pepper.
depósitos,
Commit me then.
regeneración de salud,
Like, commit me.
aumento de regeneración de salud
Slow descent
y,
of insanity. But no, it's good. Tune in.
bueno, y falta una. Llevamos 4, ¿no?
Thank you for
Falta
coming.
una.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to start with a bunch of questions that I've been asking the Gears pros.
Okay.
And we're going to post these on...
Es regeneración de salud,
later, their answers.
bonificación de depósitos,
Tom or Marcus?
aumento de regeneración de salud, distancia
MR or
recogida.
long shot?
Oh.
Es que ese güey, le invitas al grupo,
Unfair.
That's why...
Unfair.
If I was like bull talk or long shot, I would like...
es que el anfitrión es que dice que rompeculos. Lo dice ahí, rompeculos 69 es el anfitrión.
I mean, we did invent the M-bar, so like...
Cabrón.
It's a bit of dirty
Es que
bullshit.
sí, oye,
so, like,
pues,
I
loco,
think
loco.
M-bar, and I mean...
Do you want me to give you a pass on this
No,
one?
not at all, because I think like the M-bar collateral...
A ver, tú dile.
Nice line up
¿Cómo
with
está
some
la
bars right there. So,
I can, the pros pick the M bars more than the long
What's
shot.
fun about the M-bar is like it's got like effectively no initial...
Tú eres el extra, no, tú no te matas.
It just... It's like that
hipfire skill.
Tú eres el extra, ¿no?
That's awesome.
Well, this leads me to my next question. Hipfire or LT?
Whenever's appropriate.
Ve por el fabricante.
What is your
Es que, mira, para mejor seguridad,
Nasher?
¿por qué no te vas de pesado?
Cool.
Para mejor, para que le vayas entendiendo mejor, ¿por qué no te vas de pesado? Yo me voy de Explo y para que sepas, porque si no, no le vas a saber y papá. Es que ahí no va el fabricante. El fabricante va de este otro lado, para acá. Ajá. Bueno, tú también oyes, ¿no? A ver, que déjame. Ah, puto lagasísimo. Ah, no mames. Ah, era puto lagasísimo. Hijo de la verga. Ah, no mames. ¿Qué pedo con esta madre? Ya, quédate quieto, puto mono. Hijo de la pinche reta. No, ahí no va, güey. No, es que la cagas, ahí no va, güey. No me sigas a mí. Dije que allá, güey, donde. Atrás, donde te dije, güey. Ahí donde estabas, en ese pinche hueco. Allá, güey. Pero. Que no, güey, yo voy acá. Yo no, nunca te respondí si sí o no. Yo estoy siendo pinche lagazo y. Sí, yo voy aquí. No, ahí no vas. Ahí va el fabricante. Ahí deja el fabricante. Deja el puro pinche fabricante, nada más. Ah, pues yo no sé. Es tu micrófono. Yo sí escucho bien. Yo te escucho bien. No sé por qué me escuchas entrecortado.
I can't listen to music and the game at the same time.
I don't understand.
Like, what are you, like a superhero? Are you like a computer? You can be like tasking like the different audio inputs.
No, es que tú eres algo, güey. Por eso yo te decía que te. Mira, por eso yo te decía que te fueras de pesado. Porque tú eres el principal, güey. Decir, correr por la energía, depositar, regresar a tu lugar.
Just to get it working, but
No,
we're starting to
no,
invite you now, so if you did ask for an invite, look for an invite.
Excellent.
And then we get some gameplay going whilst we're talking.
So, and then, so we've asked those questions to a bunch of pros, and we're going to edit those answers, and they'll be dropped up on Facebook and a few things throughout the weekend. So if you're curious to see everyone from Optic or Ghost or a variety of places, see what they answer. So it should be pretty fun. So, this is the first esports event of an open nature since the new maps have been added. We did the Columbus one.
Rompeculo, reiníciala. Esta puta ya salió. ¿Cómo me caga? Vos luego ni invito a tus perros. Bien mamón. No sabe y no quiere aprender, hijo de puta madre. Pasa de pendejo. La güey, es una mamada, hijo de puta madre. Como pendejo invitándolo. Para que no haga con su mamá.
We have seen it already in online play, and we've seen it already in fight nights.
Yeah.
We felt that the initial 7, we've been playing them for a
Si
long time.
y la pones de Marta Sevilla.
Myself. To switch skins, it does cog
Ahora sí
characters.
ya.
So right now, if you've left them on there,
Ya dale.
syndrome skin,
Rompe cosas.
they work on the cog characters.
We were seeing a lot of confusion, but we didn't
Rompe pum pum.
delete people's settings.
Ay, no, tú no lo tienes, chavo. No lo tienes. Oh, bueno, ya. A ver. Nos vamos a salir. Voy a invitar a todos ustedes. Y lo invito a él para yo ser el host. Porque vete de mochila mejor. Dice: Pues estoy de mochila, papá. No manches, ¿cómo se va a ir de mochila ella? Si tú eres. No pegas granadas tú como es. El explorador no la armas porque en cada oleada es pesado. Y él, como soldado, no pega granadas como debe ser. Como explorador, no deposita en cada oleada. Entonces, por eso. Entonces yo, en vinila, pero no sé si ustedes como mis amigos que no me fallan, y me sale con su cosa, vete de mochila. O sea, está viendo que voy de mochila o voy de pesado. Pero ¿por qué se pone de soldado si ya no lo tiene? Si lo tuviera, pues yo por eso se lo hubiera puesto.
I don't want to know who your team is.
Okay.
What I want to know is, so you come to these events.
A ver, chavos, ¿se quiere unir con nosotros? Pues bueno, como nada más te los voy a invitar. Yo la voy a armar porque él ya no, pues no.
What do you learn when you come to these events?
Dices que no supiste, ¿no? El que no sabe eres tú porque siempre haces cosas. Cuando jugué contigo como explorador, te decía el otro chavo, deposita en cada hora, deposita en cada hora, y te valía, preferías matar a los enemigos que ir a depositar. Dices, yo no sé. Tampoco, no se vale que digas que no sé cuando sí sé. No, es que molesta porque él dice que no sé cuando sí sé. A ver, ¿quién está en el grupo? A ver si voy a invitarlos. Voy a invitarlos normal. Yo la voy a armar. Porque con él, pues no manches. Si sí, si no, si sí, si no, y pues vale. Se pone el brinco. O sea, sabe bien que no la arma él. No la arma él ni como soldado ni como explorador. Porque como explorador empieza a matar a los enemigos como si fuera. Empieza a matar a los enemigos como si le dieran más puntos. O sea, si él recoge la energía y deposita tiempo, le da más puntos, pero él no piensa que por hacer muere van a dar más.